don't know what happened. How could I possibly tell you who's responsible?
Because you were there.
And what I saw is everybody working very hard to try and save her.
How about before that, when she was in surgery?
I'm not a surgical nurse. I didn't observe the procedure.
But you said you were there when she crashed.
I had just checked on her.
So, you were her nurse then?
There were a lot of people taking care of your wife, and yes, I was one of them.
Okay, so it was your job to make sure she wasn't injected with anything that could give her an allergic reaction?
No, it was my job to follow the doctor's orders, to make sure that all her meds were listed and noted in her chart. And they were.
Did you speak to her before that?
Briefly.
What did she say?
Just the usual.
You're lying. My wife is not just any patient. She was intelligent and super careful, especially when it came to her health.
Yes, she was. I remember.
Are you sure I can't use my own sheets? I'm allergic to bleach, most soaps.
I'm afraid not. It's hospital policy.
Well, don't let them put any plants in here. Nothing in the ragweed family or anything moldy. I even have problems with perfume sometimes. You're not wearing any, are you?
No, I'm not. What we're most interested in is any medications you might be allergic to.
Penicillin, iodine, certain anticonvulsants, sulfa drugs, adrenaline, anti-inflammatories, Cipro, acetaminophen, glycerin, augmentin, things with certain pigments. I don't like bath salts. Salts in general, not good for me.
What?
Sorry, I was just thinking.
Yeah, I can see that. You remembered something, didn't you? Don't try to blow this off. You remembered something. I can see it in your face.
Mr. Shaughnessy.
Tell me what you remembered.
You're right. Your wife was very thorough. She even asked to use her own sheets.
My wife didn't die because she was lying in hospital sheets. The worst that could have happened, the bleach could have given her a rash.
Look, you asked me what she said, and I'm telling you. She even told me about how she didn't want any plants in her room, and then she listed all the stuff she was allergic to.
Did you write them down?
Yes.
I want to see the list.
You asked Dr. Hughes to review her case. He has a chart.
You're lying!
Call him. Okay, call him and get the chart.
You thought she was exaggerating, didn't you? Everybody does. They didn't know what it did to her. Sit next to a woman on a bus who was wearing a certain kind of perfume, would have somebody who had just eaten a peanut butter sandwich breathe in her face. Something that trivial. A whiff of perfume or peanut butter could give her a migraine so painful she couldn't get out of bed for days.
I'm so sorry.
You should be. You're a nurse. You shouldn't let your personal feelings get into this, and you should do your job, but you didn't. You didn't pay attention. You wrote her off as a weirdo, as a neurotic, and you didn't write down everything she said.
Sure, I did.
You're lying. And now she's dead. Because you killed her. Because of your arrogance and your contempt, you killed my wife. Now I'm gonna kill you. You killed my wife.
Please, Mr. Shaughnessy, we don't know what caused your wife's death.
She always knew it was gonna come to something like this, and nobody listened to her but me.
It's not as simple as you make it sound.
There's a reason I was a good listener. I know what it was like to be ignored, and I was willing to make sure my wife never felt that way. And she loved me for it. She loved me. Do you understand what that means?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, well, you took that away from me. What kind of person are you?
If I made a mistake, I'm sorry.
Yes, you are. Because now somebody in your family's gonna know what it's like to lose someone.
Please, Mr. Shaughnessy, please don't shoot.
What? Was that? I can't hear you.
No!
Ah!